Hello and welcome to another die-cast restoration. As you can see in front of you, there is a Dinky Space 1999 Eagle, and I've just purchased this. Been after one for a little while at a reasonable price. This was the grand sum of £26. Might be a lot of money, you think, for an old beta, but believe me, they go for a lot more, and I've seen them go for a lot more in worse condition. And this one's going to need complete restoration and a personnel pod missing. You can also see that it's got damage to the cage, the frame of the outer fuselage, if that's what you call it. I think someone's cut these away to try and get to the screws, which is a bit of a shame, so I'm going to try and fix that somehow or look for a replacement. The bottom landing thrusters, one severely damaged there. These are all scuffed up, as of the external burners, they're pretty scuffed up, and the engine frame there is pretty loose. So yeah, it's a bit knackered. It's tired. My intentions are to not only restore it, but to get it back to a sort of customized original condition, as in I'm going to spray it white. So with no further ado, we'll start undoing this beastie by taking the screws out. It's got one screw missing from the bottom already, so I'll have to try and match that, get one from somewhere. So carefully lifting that out to see the internal mechanism. Oh, it's just a spring. Okay, yeah, that's getting a bit corroded as well. I'll see how that fits. Yeah, that's not a problem. Again, they're pretty much corroded. They're quite shiny inside the casing there. And yeah. Now these thrusters are going to have to be replaced as well. So not a lot of room to do this. Not a lot of room at all. They're going to get damaged pushing them out, but I'm going to replace them anyway. So there we go, there's one, and there's the other. So again, yeah, they're pretty mullered anyway. So that's one part. Pretty, excuse the noise in the background, it's my wife's washing machine again. Every time I want to do one of these videos, she decides she puts a load on. So again, we'll take off this bottom part here. These screws are pretty rusty as well. Yeah, I'm going to have to try and find some more of those. And a self-tapping screw. So same procedure as last time. That little spring comes out. They easily drop out. I don't think they're side specific. I don't think it matters. I think they're pretty much all the same. Oh great, now it's gone onto a spin cycle. So one. No, I'm going to have to. God, that's a bit of a sod to get out of that one. What I need is. I had it here a moment ago. I'm always doing this and losing stuff. Flat end screwdriver. That'll do. Just lever that out. Right. So those aren't in particularly good shape either. So again, spare parts required, and that's let's have a look. Okay, so yeah, these are exactly the same casting, so I don't think it matters at all which end they're going to go in. Manoeuvring thrusters were missing as well off the end. Should slot in there. They should either be red or yellow. Obviously with this model they'd be red. Now with the upper damaged cage, that easily just folds out like that. First time I've ever taken one of these apart. I used to have them when I was a kid. I mean, I used to chuck them about the garden and all sorts, these, and not realising just how valuable they would get. So really there was no need for whoever to cut those out to get to those screws. Perhaps it got a little bit loose and they thought they tightened it up, but I don't know. What I'm thinking about is getting a bit of aluminium tubing maybe, and just making up a little framework. Just copying one of these, because that should be identical. I don't know, we'll see. If not, just trying to get hold of one of those. So this is full of grime and crap, so again we'll just undo that. Screw in the pot. It's pretty much rubbish, so got somewhere a dustpan and brush. My son's been in here using my workshop, so it's a bit chaotic. That's interesting. I think that is a rivet that has to be drilled out. That's holding the two halves together. That might need to be drilled, which is a bit of a shame. Or it might just get sprayed all in one unit. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I shall strip it and then just mask off that bit. So I'm just going to clear this off, so I'll be back in a moment. Okay, what I've completely done is stripped it all apart. I forgot to press record on my camera. So just a refresher, this was easy to take apart. Just a few screws and it all came off. With the engine casing, I've had to drill out that centre rivet. That just pops off. I can't believe I forgot to press record again. These again, I've just drilled off the little flanges on top of the rivet post there, and those have come off. So now I just need to try and jimmy that one off. There we go. Now I'm not sure if that's supposed to be bent like that. Pretty corroded. Does need going over with a wire wool, as does this. It's pretty corroded. I'm really annoyed with myself that I forgot to press record again. Blimey, what a nincompoop. Again, I'll go over this with a wire wool. What I use is my rotary tool. Have I got a spare tub to put these in? I've got a James Bond Lotus here in the background, which I need to put together again as well. I start one project and then I don't get bored with it. I just, well, as soon as I got this, I thought, oh, I've got to do it, I've got to do it. So I'm going to put those bits in there along with that. Try and keep it all together. And what I'm going to do is just pop my drill away, and I'm going to get my rotary tool out. So here we have the trusted Parkside rotary tool. Had this for a few years now. I use a Dremel at work. My professional job as a clinical engineer, for modifying parts sometimes, or obviously taking off edges of metal. And I can honestly say this is just as good as a Dremel, I find. Variable speed, battery indicator. Yeah, I've got no problems with this whatsoever. Absolutely love using this. So I'm just going to see what sort of effect this little steel brush has on this cast and see how clean it comes up. Just a word of advisement, as I always mention in my videos, safety glasses these bits do fly off. And many years ago I used to work in an eye clinic, and we used to get tradesmen, workmen, anybody who had one of these come in with shards of metal in their eye, and believe you me, it is torturous. It is absolute agony. And you're giving them constant drops of local anaesthetic, proximethicane or tetracaine, whatever it is. No, it's not tetracaine, was it? Yeah, tetracaine. Just to numb the pain, and put fluorescein in to highlight the metal object in the eye, and then try and fish it out with a microscope and a pair of very fine, max fine forceps. So if you don't have safety glasses, I wouldn't advise doing this until you get some. I've got a prescription pair of safety glasses somewhere, but at the moment I can't seem to locate them. So I've got prescription glasses on that don't really cover the sides of my eyes. So I'm going to try and see how we got on with these over the top. Yep, they fit perfectly. So let's just turn the drill on. Don't want it on maximum. We'll put it on number 5 and just see how that cleans. That's coming up pretty well actually. Oh, no, a piece of metal has just come off and smacked me straight on the top of my lip. This coming up not too bad actually. Getting rid of most of the surface corrosion. Now if it's really bad, really dusty, you probably want a mask as well, because you don't really want to be breathing in this stuff as it's coming off. This alloy corrosion is probably not very good for the respiratory system. Oh, and drop it. This is getting rid of the surface stuff. I expect what I'll do is this will get a spray anyway. Just getting there. Also, these bits of metal do tend to fly up into your fingers and your arms, so again, if you want to go full PPE, gloves. I can't remember the amount of times I've preached to wear PPE, and then I've just blindly gone against my own teachings and my own bloody. I'm just carrying on without. Touch wood, I haven't had any injuries as such that have caused me any significant pain or damage. So that's as clean as that's getting. It feels a bit pitted in parts, but of course that's the age. So what I'll probably do is get a file. There's where this thing was cast, there's a few casting lines. So I expect I'll file those down. If I want to, I don't know. Actually, that looks like it could be part of the... Is that an actual cast line, or is that just part... Is it supposed to be like an a fuel pipe or something? I'm not sure. I'll probably just leave it. So this little mounting, let's give that a bit of a brush. So I'm going to have to look on Steve Flower's website to cost up all this. Probably the best part of 20 quid to get all these out, replaced. basically have to wait until payday because I've just been off for a week and spent shitloads of money. So the missus will not be happy if I start getting little parcels through the post with what she calls toy parts. So this will just be a quick video on the stripping down the cleaning process. Yep, that's looking good. I know these are going inside and you won't see them, but I really don't like the look of the corrosion and the rust. So you got small bits of rust. Doesn't take long just to give it a bit of a polish up. There you go, as good as new. A little bit sprung steel, that's all. Cleans up really well. You get these in the Matchbox cars, and the base of the Matchbox cars is like a suspension spring. Very similar idea. Ow! Oh, another bit's just flown off. Bloody things. That was right in the nose, that was. So yeah, I'm not going to show you every single item being cleaned because that will be boring. I'm just going to get rid of the surface corrosion before it gets sprayed. This has been around for probably 50 years, not quite 50, but I forget when Space 99 was out. I remember watching it as a child. Used to love it, especially if it only made 2 seasons. Oh, hello. You'll watch that as well, that could fly off in your face. The theme tune to the first season was brilliant. Not so much when they changed it. And for some reason Jerry Anderson and the production team didn't make any more seasons. A bit like Star Trek original series, went on for 3 seasons. Jerry Anderson's Space 1999 only went on for 2. There's some great programs. UFO, Joe 90 was a bit odd. The boy was brainwashed into becoming wherever his dad wanted him to be. I think it was his dad. That was a bit of an odd show, that was. Thunderbirds, another classic. And Fireball XL5. What's the one? Stingray. That's it. Submarine. Stingray. Another good one. So yeah, he did a Mario Nation. It was the actors we used were obviously marionettes, puppets. That's good. That's all done. So that's all I am doing with that at the moment. These will get dropped into a jar of caustic soda. Caustic soda. To be stripped off if I can find a jar big enough for that. My normal jam jar is not anywhere near wide enough, or I might just have to use a plastic tub. Yeah. So that is that, and I'm filthy dirty now. Hands are filthy. Filthy. So, I didn't do that bit, did I? See how that comes up. Yeah, this has got paint on it as well, so again this will be stripped, I think. Lots of little bits of metal flying my way, so I think this wire brush is probably getting a little bit too used. good that's going to get. Yeah, that's going to get stripped. There's no easy way of taking that out and putting that in, so I'm not even going to attempt on removing the rivets of that, because that will be a bugger to get back in, I'm sure, because they're just, it's like hollow pins put through and just hit over at a flange. I suppose it could be reproduced, but no, I think I'm just going to clean that up and spray it. No, excuse me, I'm just going to go and clean my hands up a moment. So with the eagle out of the way, let's have a little look. Let's get rid of the crap off there a minute. Now, I don't know if you remember my other video, I did take this apart and I couldn't find any wheels to fit so far, so yeah, it's been a bit annoying, but until I find some these wheels are pretty mullered, original wheels, and also the axles were very, very rusty. I think someone had been playing it in water and it snapped. The only thing I managed to save was the spring there. Those are for a Wells Fargo security truck I did not long ago. Got some extra ones from Black Square Decals. Also a very good provider of water slide and sticky back paper stickers. If you wanted some of your models to look more originals, not all of them had water slide, some had the sticky back black there, you know what I mean. No, I can't remember for the life of me how this went back to, how this came apart. So, oh, that's a job I forgot to do, was sand that off, because it was pretty ratty and dented, so I needed to use a bit of modelling putty to fill up some of the gaps and the holes. I can take these safety glasses off now and see. There we go, I can see. I'm just gonna, this will need spraying, I believe. Get in there. So what I'm going to do is a test fit, because until I get those wheels I don't really want to be messing around undoing it later when everything's been finalised, trying to strip it all down again. So this, I'm just going to see if I can get it together pretty easily, the main component parts. It's good stuff, this modeller's putty. It doesn't take long to dry. It's quite easy to sand down. Yeah, that's more or less nice and smooth. course, once you put primer on it, it will show up all the imperfections. That's the best way of telling yourself when it's flat. Righty ho. So let's get a little bit of protective paper down. So I don't really want this surface smashed, scratched even. So I'll put that down just to protect it. Right, so yeah, it's clear as mud. I might have to watch the video and how I took it apart before I can remember how to put the blasted thing back together again. Yeah, that's the top part that goes under there. So I've got holes to drill here as well to keep the mechanism into place. So that goes on there like that. All very fiddly, this. That's it, that one in there. Like so. I did try and clean this up and use a detergent cleaner and some floor polish to try and keep it looking nice, but it's still pretty scratched. So what I'm even thinking of doing is just spraying it, because you can see through it's translucent, you can see all the workings underneath. What I might actually do is just spray it black from the inside, I reckon. Yep. No, I think how that went like that, didn't it? That went like that, but these yeah, I'm struggling a bit here. Can't remember how I took it apart. The fill, you're saying? Got a feeling that went in. Was it that way? Oh, that's it, I think. By Jove, he's cracked it. I knew I'd get it in the end. Always do. He says unconvincingly. Come on. That's it. So they come out the back. That's the tail fins. So, yep. No, how do these go in again? They get folded away like that. Heavens to Murgatroyd. I'll just try and work it out from that. I think let's sit that in there, because that will shoot out the back. That comes out like that, doesn't it? That's it. That comes out like that. Oh, I see. Yep. That comes out. Is it that way around? Like that. That goes in like that. Haha. Just like that. Right. Yeah. No. Yeah. Must do. So slot into that groove nicely. And to come back in, that goes folds. Now what I'm forgetting is the spring. Where the hell does the spring fit? Let's just try and work this out. Oh, it's taking ages. What, we've got 32 minutes of your life you're not going to get back trying to watch this idiot figure out where the spring went. Now I bet there's a load of you that have taken these apart and going, ain't that way, ain't that way. What the blooming hell? Yeah, I'm not getting this, am I? Oh, I think I know. Yeah, so those will slot into there, like that. That one there. And that one there. Oh, hang on. Is that spring? Go on those two. No, I don't think so. No, of course it isn't, you stupid boy. Let's undo these screws. I've sort of sussed it. I'm nearly there, he says, unconvincingly. I'm going to have to watch my own video on when I took it apart, aren't I? I've normally got quite a good memory, because obviously I take medical devices apart as a job and I put them together. He's laughing nervously, as they should be, obviously, otherwise they wouldn't work. But for some reason this one has kerfuffled me where the spring goes. And oh, don't drop that, you fool. That's not magnetic either, is it? Oh, there we go, he's out. So you get that will fit over the top of there, like that. Why did that have to bend the other way? That way. Now I knew. Oh. There we go. Oh, things always get stuck. Well, they shouldn't, that's it. Right. That is there and that is there. So if I pop the bottom part on, like that. yeah, and once it's all screwed up and finished off properly, obviously that presses, that fires, yeah, that releases those. That works, that fires the rockets out. So that's got to have the spring. Yep, and they come out. Right, so that's sort of how you put it back together again. Right, now I've done it once, I'll be able to do it blindfolded. Not. Yeah, right, okay. Just got to work out where that flipping spring goes, haven't I? Ah, of course. Reckon from there to there. Gotta be. Gotta be from there to there, I reckon. Leave that out of the way before I scratch it. And there'll be some swearing if I do. Right, so that's central there, so I'll try and pull that up over there. Oh, yes. Oh, now then. Oh, hang on. Suddenly that's all gone. I'm going to have to do this off camera a minute, hang on. Okay. Let's put these screws in. Oh, this is an interesting video. Me messing around. I'm really am sorry that I forgot to press record again when I was doing that Space 1999 Eagle. Can't believe I did that. Stupid boy. As you can see, I've already tapped and screwed these. Right, so hey, oh yeah, well, it sort of came out. Brilliant. Happy with that. That works. So close that up, push it back in. And it's probably got a little bit of paint on the inside that's making it a little bit stiff. So yeah, they're sort of coming out slowly. So once they bed in a bit, but hooray and hurrah! As soon as I find some wheels. Now I've got some decals for this one. Just got to clean up the back bit. They'll go on the lights and the number plate on the front, I imagine. Yeah, the front. So I just got to paint that up and clean it up a bit better. And this, I believe, looks like a water slide for the front part, just under the release mechanism for the yes, getting there. It'll yeah, I still got to clean. I thought I cleaned all that up. I'll get a wipe on that. And oh, so I'm pleased with that. That works. That's a lot better than it was. Brilliant. No, I'm happy with that. I just got to find these bloody wheels, because those wheels are in shocking state. I really can't use those. I have looked and looked and looked in my son's Hot Wheels toy box and matchbox to see if I can find any, and I can't. Not that size, and I can make up an axle really easily for that, but it's finding the right size wheels at the moment. I can try another time, but I'm a bit annoyed about that. I haven't been able to do it in the length of time between the last video and this one. So that's it for this. It's about 40 minutes long. I'm doing that one this afternoon. It's not in too bad condition. People scream at me, no, leave it, it's only a little bit scratched, but I've got these are everywhere. I see a lot of these, and I've got one or two of them myself, and this is screaming to me customization. And I've got a red one, more or less mint, I know they do them in blue with, I think these bits here are red. So I'm going to keep this silver. Chrome's in very good condition. Clean up the roof a little bit. Might give it a coat of lacquer or something to make, white paint, and bring it up, or just clean it with a bit of Autosol metal polish, and yeah, try and get rid of some of this grubbiness. This is all going to get brushed up and maybe a little bit of chrome pen on it, that stuff. The wheels are in really good condition, so a bit of chrome pen again just over the hubcaps, and this is going to go in a nice metallic blue, I think. Yeah, so that's it. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Sorry about all the messing around and the forgetting of the press and record, but at least we know that one goes back together. Again, I'm going to persevere and try and find some wheels the right diameter. And yeah, and I think I'm really not happy with this casing, because you can see right inside of it, and that doesn't look right. So I think what I'll do is get some satin black and just spray the inside of it, or maybe the exterior as well, because it's pretty scuffed up. Like I said, it has been polished and cleaned, and it's as good as it's going to get. So yeah, anyway, so that's that. Hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, I'll get back to you with another video, hopefully very soon. They're a bit infrequent these days due to work commitments and family commitments, and I'll get to them as when I can, but there are lots of projects to be done, if you can see. So yeah, there won't be any shortage of videos. Like I say, this is not a Hollywood production. It is a cheap video, just to let you beginners or anybody who's interested in doing this sort of thing, that you can do it on the cheap and with relatively good success and a great finish. So until next time, I bid you farewell.